The real NV87, the blind NV87, the NV87 who doesn't care what the screen looks like. When you have something in mind for someone for Christmas and then they send you an email saying, if you want to get me what I really need, here's what I really need. How do I get that? What am I even looking for? I know I've got if I go to Walgreens, I have serious doubts about whether they'll carry that. That sounds like something you get at, I don't even know the name of a store that you would go to get that. But they exist. I know they exist. If I had a particular, idea of a set of words to put into Amazon, I could maybe do it that way. But who am I kidding? I know it wouldn't get here in time. It's already December 13th. And it's already just after 8, which means when my ride shows up at 9 o'clock... I know it's not a cab this time, but I should really still be ready to leave when my ride comes in. And I have a VIP email that just came in. Hold on. My boss. Tiny detail about something going on today has changed. But that's important for people to know, so I get it. We've got a holiday party tomorrow. I don't know that I'm going to be able to vlog it, but I need to check in with my ride and make sure that's still a go, or I may not make it. I'm sure it's still a go, but we just need to confirm what we're doing, when we're doing it. I should have done that yesterday, and I didn't. I didn't promise her I would text her yesterday, but I thought I should have, and I didn't. Okay, I have just under an hour to get ready, and I'm gonna turn on this new YouTube video and watch it while I go. Or watch it while I get ready. I know this is a vlog, but I'm teaching you guys in a vlog. Hey, if you're a teacher, that's what you do. Let me turn her off for a sec. She was like, I know that this is a vlog, but I'm teaching you guys in a vlog. I'm like, you know what? That's what you do. You teach, you coach. Sometimes you just can't separate your different life compartments. What is my weekend going to look like? I'm not sure yet. Sunday's a good Walgreens shopping day, but I have a virtual, coupon coach, shopping coach, life coach. I'm not sure what to call her, but she's having a virtual vision board party. And I'm planning on going. It's 3 p.m. my time to 6 p.m. my time. So if I try to go to Walgreens, I want to be back by then. I need her to post the top deals. This shopping coach is the same person that posts the top deals. I mean, she's not the only person on YouTube that posts top deals, but I watch hers. I need her to post this week's top deals so I know if it's worth going between church and the vision party. I have to get out. When my ride shows up, I like to be ready to leave, but when I'm told they'll be there at 9 and they show up before then, I feel a little bit vindicated. Shit. That's something I seriously did not have time for. Damn it. Always, 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 if you're gonna, have soda at the table, bring the damn thing back in the kitchen. Now this I didn't have time for. Well, they're not going to leave me, but I still don't want to spend another 5 minutes trying to deal with this shit. Well, I just can't. I'm going to have to lay a paper towel down and hope that that's good enough and deal with it when I get home. I have to leave. After the way that cab, from my preferred cab company no less, left me earlier this week. The last thing you heard me say was, I've got to get outside. Well, I didn't get my ass outside fast enough, apparently, and they must have left me. When I got out here, there was no one, there was no movement, there was no activity, there was no one saying anything to me, and they must have left. So now, there's only one thing to do. Open Uber. I really am a little bit more conscious anymore of when my ride comes, I'd like to be there, like, ready to leave. But when they say, we'll be there at 9 o'clock, and they get there at 8:50, I'm not too worried. But then when that stuff happens, like me, I'll talk about it later. Sorry that took so long, but it was a little early when you got here. Of course, I didn't have time to spill that soda and have that happen at the last minute.
It's Friday the 13th.
I didn't think about that, but come to think of it, last time we had a Friday the 13th, my best friend in the whole world ended up in the hospital. He's fine now, or close to fine. He's at home. Unfortunately, now it's his wife that's having medical problems, but... There was a soda sitting on the table. I knocked it over, and when liquid falls out of its container, it tends to spill all over. But I had to just leave it and go to work. Okay, it is literally 9:30. I got here with half an hour to spare. And just like that, my work day is over. The top deals came up. That top deals video that I was waiting for. And it's definitely worth going to Walgreens, but do I have to do it on Sunday, or can I do it on Thursday or Saturday? These deals are good from Sunday till Saturday, so I really don't have to do it on Sunday. Normally Sunday would be a good day to go, but I've got that vision board party live that I'd like to do and not have to catch the replay, you know what I mean? So I think it might be better to just do it on Thursday or Saturday. In the meantime, I'm going home. I don't look forward to going home and dealing with that mess of soda that's spilled all over the table. Not all over, but on the table. But gotta deal with it. Okay, I'm at home. This is going to be such a random vlog. Or maybe one of those vlogs that I have to, like, alright, stop the tape. We gotta stop this. It's already, look how late it is. I guess it's a weekend vlog, Friday/weekend vlog. I don't know. I should probably actually edit this together and find out what kind of time we're looking at right now. There wasn't that much that happened today, though. But I have to put a call into door-to-door transit, or I won't be going anywhere tomorrow. Unless I take a Uber. Okay, door-to-door transportation arrangements for tomorrow made. Also, on the note of transportation, I'm lucky next week. Both Monday and Tuesday, I've got round-trip rides from my preferred ride service, so let's hope that streak lasts for a good while. Although, I mean, let's hope it lasts for at least like a week or so. I do believe I'm going to run into problems Christmas Eve because we work, but they don't. So, and if I would have been on top of things, I would have just said, shoot, give me a PTO day. But I didn't ask for that. And I think even if I wanted it bad enough, I think it's too soon to ask for it. I mean, not too soon, too late. If it's something that's like pre-planned,
or a personal day that you just want to take and give yourself, they want you to ask for it 2 weeks ahead of time, and I think that would be 2 weeks ahead of time for this would have been like this past Tuesday would have been the time to ask. So it's alright, I'll just work it. It'll be worth it when I get like a 2-day break anyway, because Christmas Day is on a Wednesday and then Thursday I'm off anyways, so I will be able to go in Monday, go in Tuesday, not have to go in again till Friday. So I did hear back from the person that was supposed to take me to the holiday party, and she did say that she can still take me. And so that's planned. Don't know if I've got the guts to try to vlog that, but I'm going. Why does this channel always cover this stuff and the channel I like to watch never does? Is there something to that? What is this, really? I just heard a preview for something that I will not be able to stick around and watch on Monday. I have something going on at that time. I'm probably going to go ahead and DVR it because it's like a train wreck that I know is coming. I don't know if I really want to watch it, but yet I feel like I should watch it. I mean, it's probably something that I can relate to. It's about the same door-to-door transit service that I bitch about all the time. If I ever get the guts to watch this, it is something that I'll probably be like, yeah, that makes a lot of sense, or I've even been through that, or whatever. Do I doubt the authenticity of the story? Absolutely not. My question, however, is how come Kyle or Kristen or shoot, Dan, Laurel, Chris from Driving Me Crazy for that freaking matter, why isn't any one of them covering this? Why is somebody from this channel that I don't like as much covering it? It's like the issues that matter the most to people like me are being covered in the media by one of the two channels I like the least. Why? And then they didn't even cover. I reached out. I initially vlogged about this, but well, I certainly didn't end up putting it on YouTube. I don't know if I can even find that footage anymore. I'm not sure what I did with it. But there was an event back in October. Was it October? I believe it was October. And I contacted these stations that I didn't like so much. But I contacted the two that I do. I contacted all 4 news stations. Not a single freaking one of them showed up, to my knowledge. And, I mean, I DVR'd pretty much all of them, I do believe. And I did not find any reports about this event. But then, this particular channel decides that they're going to cover some of this stuff. Actually, they're going to cover a lot of this stuff. What is it about that channel that is interested about this and not the other channel? Am I making any sense? It's kind of frustrating. I could make a whole vlog about this whole freaking why this channel and not that channel thing. I mean, some people are going to say, well, somebody went to the media listened, at least it's getting the attention it needs. Be happy about that. Okay, well, I suppose you're right, but it's station loyalty. It's my particular opinion and position on certain things versus the station that seems to care about this stuff and their position. It bothers me. Let me edit the crap out of this and see if there's room to vlog anymore. Okay, because of the fact that I'm using Tunes to Tube, and Tunes to Tube can't handle a file any longer than 30 minutes, I have about 15 minutes before I have to stop vlogging. And actually, I don't know if anyone cares to listen to this, but I might very well spend most, if not all of that time explaining how I got to the point where it bothers me so much that these things come up relating to people who are blind or disabled at all, for that matter. And we go to the media, and it seems like 9 times out of 10, if not 10 times out of 10, this channel decides to pick it up, and that one leaves it alone. Ugh. Seriously, why Channel 2 and not Channel 8? Those numbers aren't going to mean anything to a lot of people, but... The only reason Channel 2 gets the hour of my time that it gets every weekday is because they play these shows that I like to watch. Channel 8 doesn't. That's the main reason I go to Channel 2. Normally, I wouldn't even be on Channel 2 when I heard that preview last night. But when my friend emails me and says, I was interviewed by Channel 2, well, when your friend or somebody you actually know emails you and says, I was interviewed by this channel, this station, this news station, I'm going to be on the news, you watch no matter what you think of the station. So, I was watching for her, and they did a teaser about it, and they said, we'll be back with that. And I'm like, okay, it's coming up. And then I hear this thing that they're going to be doing on Monday, and I'm like, oh, man. Like I said, I'm like, oh, I want to watch it, but I don't want to watch it. But I'm not going to be here to watch it anyway, but that's what a DVR is for. I really need to find a way to clean out my DVR. I'm like, I've got like 20% left. More like 10% left. I think it'll just, if it runs out of room, I think it'll just start randomly erasing things, but I'd like to have some control over what gets erased, so I'm going to have to clean it out. But that's not going to happen because of this report. But I'm like, why Channel 2? I mean, I guess somebody went to Channel 2 and they decided to listen, but I went to Channel 2 and Channel 8, and neither one of them. They didn't have to get back to me. I specifically told them, if you've got questions about this event, contact the person who is the spokesperson for this event. I agreed to circulate this press release, but I'm not the spokesperson for this event. This person is. But they could have gotten with her, you know. She didn't hear anything from anyone. To my knowledge, no one showed up. Not 2, not 8, not 6, not 12. There was another event that I didn't have anything to do with the information circulation, but when I found out what channels were running it, I went ahead and watched, even though normally I wouldn't watch either one of them very much. I'll explain these. There's ABC 2, CBS 6, NBC 8, and 12 Fox. Here's how I reached the opinion I did about these stations. It goes back to earlier this year when I came home to wet floor, and within 24 hours I was being told by my apartment manager, we're going to have to do some work in your unit, like construction work, repair work, and we have to ask you to leave for 4 to 6 weeks. Some crazy, I'm like, is it really going to take that long? She's like, well, that's what the construction companies are telling me to prepare people for that are affected by this. Well, I'm really blessed. When shit like this really hits the fan, I do have relatives who are kind enough to open their houses to me. Well, during that time, my relatives and I were having dinner at one of their houses, and it was time for the national news, and I don't necessarily always watch the national news, especially lately. I've been kind of maybe casting an auditory glance at it and moving on. But my one aunt likes to watch the news, especially the national news, so we went from dinner table to living room to watch the news. She turns the TV on. It just happens to land on Channel 2, probably because she was watching the same shows the night before that I watch these days. And we watched for a few minutes, and then she's like, actually, you know, I don't really... Do you guys want to watch this? I like 8 better. And I said, no, that's fine with me. I know you usually watch 8. I knew that because I had stayed with her for about a week. Because this was like in week 2, I think, of this 4-week saga of my apartment's flooded out. I've got to stay with you. if you'll be kind enough to have me. So I'm saying, no, 8's fine with me. My other relative's saying, that's fine with me. I never watch the news at home anyway. I don't care what we watch. She switches to 8. She's like, I like NBC and CBS better than ABC. Because ABC is the Sinclair station. And the other relative who knows what she's talking about is like, yeah. And the one aunt who likes NBC and CBS better than ABC says, the Sinclair station, they have my contempt. Other relatives like, right. I'm like, okay, bring me in on this. Who's Sinclair? They say, a very conservative, they're a step above Fox, but not a whole lot better. I was like, oh, okay. I got the picture before they said what they said next, which never mind what they said next. I would say what they said next, but this is not specifically an affiliated channel with politics or... I will say this, though. Mega conservatism, mega Christianity, significant people of that opinion and of that nature. I have relatives who subscribe to those points of view, and I have a history with those relatives. And depending on which one of us you ask, you might hear different things, or you might hear the same thing. I'm really not even sure what they would say, to tell you the truth. I don't talk to them very much. I'm civil to them when I do talk to them, but we don't talk much. I live in the Northwest, and they live in the Midwest. And I purposefully put a lot of miles between us. Need I say more? I know my memories of them are decades ago. That history was decades ago. I suppose I should give them another chance, but to protect myself, I probably won't. I don't completely cut them out of my life, but I can't be around them. I can't be myself around them comfortably. And when I think about the fact that 2 ABC and 12 Fox are affiliated along their lines, I just can't have much of anything to do with 2 and 12. But if 2 and 12 are going to be the ones that interview people in the community, that take stuff to the media, that I'm interested in that coverage, then I'll watch them only for that reason. But when 2 picks that stuff up, and like I said, let's just be real and just sit in our bitterness for a second. I reached out to all 4 of these stations. 2, which I don't like. 6, which I don't dislike, but am not always watching either, not by a long shot. 8, which I always watch, and 12, which, yeah, I'll watch them if and only if there's really a reason to. Not a single damn one of them picked up that event in October. As much as I dislike 2 and 12, if I had to choose between 2 or 12 or no one, if I had to choose between 2 and 12, I suppose 2, although I will say this for 12. The event that 2 and 12 picked up in April, I think 12 did a better job than 2. I think 12 actually took the time to interview people involved, people affected, and if 2 had the same interview, then 2 edited a large majority of it out. 12 took the time to talk to this person that was affected. But I don't like 2 and 12. I'd rather watch 8, obviously, and 6. But if I had to choose between 12 and no one, or 2 and no one, I would sit through 12 or 2. But no one picked it up, and that pisses me off. And then, okay, to be fair to 8, back in 2015, they actually did interview even me, as they covered this story in a, community organization that I had something to do with at the time. And 8, within a 1 or 2 year time span, 8 did interview this friend of mine about a disability issue. But nowadays, it seems like if
my friend is trying to promote her project, or if we as a blind or disabled community have an issue that we're having problems with and we want to take it to the media, 2 picks it up. Why? And secondarily, 12 picks it up. Why? Come on, 6 and 8, get on board with this stuff, will ya? By the way, it has crossed my mind to have my friend who is trying to promote her project that I believe in and that I want to see come to fruition on my channel. I've only got 37 subscribers. Shout out to you all, by the way. But 37 versus 3,700. Not only is that the difference between monetization and demonetization on my channel, it could be the difference between maybe a couple of dollars versus a couple of $100. However, I could also go ahead and promote her on my channel and let those of you who are watching know what her project is and what she's trying to make happen and what I stand behind her in trying to make happen. And I mean, it's something that I've thought about. I should really email her and just ask her, do you want to be on my channel? It's a tiny little cluster of the YouTube watching world that I'm reaching, but would you be interested? In the meantime, I do think I'm going to wrap this vlog up. I don't know if we're at the 15-minute mark, but we're definitely closer than we were, and I don't know what the rest of this weekend's going to be like, but if I try to vlog it now at the, 26-minute mark, there's no way. Thank you for watching. Please follow me on Twitter, or if you must, on Facebook. Check out the description below for services and petitions that I believe in, and I'll see you in the next video when you hear what I have to say.